What's up, my friends? This is Dante coming to you live with a new 1 minute or less for the up and coming bout this Saturday, November the 15th on the DAZN Network with Chris Eubank Jr. versus Conor Benn. All right, so let's get into it. For everybody that hasn't watched the first fight, please go on YouTube and go back and go watch the first fight before you watch the second fight. The first fight, in my opinion, was one of the best fights I've ever seen. And for all of those guys that like to bring back, the Thriller in Manila, and when Sugar Ray Robinson fought, and when Sugar Ray Leonard fought Duran, those were some of the best fights. Marvin Hagler, and all those blood and guts boxing fans need to go back and watch that first fight. This second fight is going to be, I think, more of the same, but I think both fighters are going to be a little bit smarter. I think what's going to happen, and I'm going to give this about 51 to 49%. I think I'm going to give 51% to Chris Eubank Jr., and I'm going to get 49% chance that I think that Conor Benn may win this fight. But I'm giving 51% to Chris Eubank because of his trainer and his coach. And coaches matter. And Chris Eubank Jr. has the same coach as the best fighter in the world right now, which is Terrence Crawford. His coach's name is Bomac. And so Bomac is a great coach, obviously, because he has the best fighter in the world. And so I think with Chris Eubank Jr. having Bomac as his coach, I think that they're going to come in with a really good game plan to try to be able to do some smarter work, to not have to take so much punishment to actually beat Conor Benn. And so I think what Conor Benn has to do is he has to do a lot more of the same. Come forward, be just an aggressive guy. He's the shorter guy, so he has to work him on the inside and get his combinations off and try to be able to make Chris really uncomfortable, keep him up against the ropes, and not give him opportunities to counterpunch him back. And I think that this is going to be a lot of the same, like the first fight. And yes, Chris Eubank's Jr. coach Bomac can't fight for him, but what I'm trying to emphasize is that Chris is going to be in great shape. He's going to know certain things, and his IQ is going to be just a touch bit higher potentially than the last fight. And you always at the biggest moments in boxing, we all know great coaches, and fighters kind of live up to their coach's standard. So you could talk about everybody from Andre Ward. He had Virgil, or you have Mike Tyson, and he had Customato, so you have Floyd Mayweather. He had Roger Mayweather and his father, Floyd Mayweather Sr. So at the highest levels of boxing, you're always going to have fighters that have to be able to complement their coaches. And it typically ends up being that the guy who has the better coach, when everything else is equal, pretty much their power, their speed, their athletic ability, that IQ aspect really matters. And so I think that Chris Eubank is going to have just that edge that he's going to be able to need against the aggressive, shorter, very powerful Conor Benn. And I think it's going to be a spectacular performance. So y'all check it out. It's going to be this Saturday on the DAZN Network, November 15th, and check it out. For everybody, subscribe to the channel. We on TikTok as well. You can look up Dante's Boxing Gym. And please have a conversation, like, subscribe, and I see y'all in the streets. All right, peace.